What's up, guys? How you doing? This is Jonathan, aka Jaminex. I'm coming to you guys live on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday day. Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. What time is it? Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, we're killing it out right now. I was just taking some time, getting some studying in, and just working on some stuff for mindset and everything. I'm getting some stuff lined up for our new launching of my new fitness base we're going to be talking about, which is called Now Lifestyle. I've been kind of promoting a little bit with a few other people here on my other social media platforms like Snapchat, my Instagram, and of course my Facebook. So if you're not following those, you're messing up. Not only do you want you to hit the subscribe on this channel, I definitely want you to follow those other channels so you can get a chance to see what other things we got going on. Follow the Snapchat, see the behind the scenes of me going through everything. Follow the Facebook to see mindset focus, and then of course follow Instagram to see the daily fitness stuff I'm doing on a normal basis, and just constantly just lining stuff up here. So absolutely, man, keep it up. So I was just thinking, I just had a really interesting thought today. I was looking at a post I posted yesterday from one of my business partners. His name is Chad, and he was talking about a huge point that I'm so strong about. It's about understanding the journey. A lot of times I talk about this on my channel. You've probably seen me talk about other videos and stuff. I'll put the links up there. Those other videos you can see kind of like the same points I'm talking about. But I noticed that a lot of things I love talking about in my content is talking about the mindset, especially as an entrepreneur, how to keep yourself focused and how to keep your eyes focused on the goals, how to stay moving in a proper direction, whatever you're looking to go for. I know I'm speaking a lot from the dome because I've had a lot of excitement just thinking about all the stuff we've been talking about today. And I got stuck with the point, the quote that he was talking about is, so many times we want to set our goals that we want to go for in life. Actually, give me one second. I don't want to butcher this. Okay, we're good. All right, so let's get this right. Hold on. Let me just say it in front of you. I'm excited for what we got going on. All right, so don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every single step you take towards your goal. So that was the main focus there. Was talking about the journey, being thankful for what you've done and how it got you, getting you to your destination and what you're trying to strive towards. I've been talking to a couple of my buddies, and we were talking about like how we get so tunnel vision on trying to get to our destination that we don't take the time to enjoy every single thing that we're learning right now. I was just talking to my brother this past Thursday about that because we were just talking about mindset and just motivation. And we were just reminiscing, actually, just thinking about I look at how much I've grown over the past years, how much I've learned over these years, and how much I've learned just this year and this quarter that we've been finishing up. I'm like, you know what? I'm seeing so much of my character come up in all different trials and tribulations and things that I'm facing on a regular basis as an entrepreneur and building my own business. I'm like, I'm learning so much about myself, my character, how strong I really am because I'm facing these trials and these storms. And so it was funny when I was going on with that quote I posted yesterday. This morning, as I woke up, I was looking on my Facebook, and I saw a photo of one of the girls I actually met, not my graduating year. I graduated in 2008. Sure how young I am. I graduated in 2008, and I want to say I met this girl back in 2010. So she was 2 years after I graduated. And I got a chance to go with one of my friends back in school, and she wanted me to go to one of her proms. So I got a chance to meet this other chick. This chick was full of energy, just killing the game back then. I look at her now, and I've been kind of, how sometimes on Facebook and social media, you keep your eyes on somebody, you have your focus on them, you're trying to see okay, what are they doing? You might like their stuff. You might be a passive follower. To all my passive followers out there that might hey, I love your content, but you don't let me know, bro. That's frustrating. But at the same time, I love you guys dearly. So if you're like a passive follower and you've been kind of seeing someone from a distance, yeah, okay, I see what they've been doing on social media. I'm one of those guys when it comes to this chick. And I saw this recently. She is actually going to be launching one of her brand new books that's talking about weight loss because she actually used to weigh a lot of weight at one point and then she lost it. And I was just looking, I was like, that's such motivation to me. I love that. And just thinking about I started going on to a whole entire mind journey just thinking about that. I'm like, I met that girl back then. She was full of energy. And as I've been watching her, she's been persistent on trying to learn how to create her own brand, create her own name, her identity. That's awesome. And I love that. And then that turned into a whole entire journey about me, going back through my stinking school books. I just finished looking at some of my old yearbooks back at the school I went to, which was called YMV, which means Young Musicians of Virginia, because I was homeschooled. A lot of people don't realize that I was actually homeschooled in this area because we travel quite a bit. But the thing was, my mom just wanted to give me a different type of education, and thanks to that man right there, he wanted me to have a different type of lifestyle and a different education than the public schools would offer, because he wanted me to think a little outside the box. So I thank my dad daily for that opportunity. It means a lot. But as I was going back and looking at all my yearbooks and looking at, like, I'm just reminiscing, like, okay, this person's married to this person now, that person did this person's doing that. Like, it's just, I was just going down that whole entire journey, just thinking about that. And I just had a moment where I was just like, just got to a moment of thankfulness, man. You know, I know a lot of you guys who are just following me now, they don't know the full story, man, but I look at, like, how much I've learned in the years of, you know, ever since I left high school. Come next year will be my 10-year anniversary. Now, to some people, like, oh, that's not crazy. But for me, it's kind of hit me like, man, it's been 10 years. And the thought's going to come to your mind. I was like, man, if I'm up to my 10-year marker or whatever years you're coming up to, you start thinking about that, like, what have I done with my life? Am I proud of what I've done? Am I proud of what I've done? I had to step outside for a second. But am I proud of what I've done? Am I happy for the things I've created? Am I in the position of where I wanted to be in my own life? And still, you know, I really took the time to really start thinking about that. He's like, you know what, man, I'm thankful for my journey. You know, I came as a kid who was a rebel, did my own little thing. I didn't really express that as much to a lot of people around school because I was just like, nah, I don't want people knowing anything about me. I was always known as the party goer, which I was barely the kid that always went out to parties from time to time. But I think the coolest thing about it is I look at I think personally how much the Lord has moved in my life, looking at, like, from 2008 coming out and going to 2009, I get a chance to go on my first mission trip out the country, start serving abroad. And from the moment I got a chance to go out to the country and do some stuff overseas and whatnot, I started really seeing a huge change in my life happen then. And I just got focused. I came back with school and I started wanting to stay focused and becoming an international missionary. I mean, that's my main goal I've always had. And I just think about, like, all the stuff I've done, the places I've traveled and things I've seen, the people I've connected with. I'm like, you know what? I'm thankful for the journey. And so that's the main point I was trying to get out today. There was, of course, a lot more I was thinking before I started actually making this video. But just really started hitting me. It's like, be thankful of the journey that you're going, because it's all about the stepping stones. Because I'm excited. Every time I make the video and I post something on my YouTube, I'm always going to be excited because when I go back and look at the archive of what I've created, wow, my beard was that long. Wow, my hair looked this bad. Man, I remember when it was this time I was going through this. I was going through all that stuff then. Because I know when I go back and look at that stuff and I see where I came from and where I'm at now, I'm going to see forward progression because that's the direction I always want to move. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for following this journey. And my reminder, my takeaway for today is never forget your journey. Be thankful of the direction that you're going. And if you don't like the direction you're going, hey, make a change. You have the power and capability to do it. So it all comes down to doing that yourself. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for continuing this whole entire thing. You know what to do. Click that link, follow the journey, keep on checking it out. And I'll see you guys later as we continue to keep on transforming this channel to be a force where people can have solid information, solid value, and being able to empower their lives in a whole new way. This is Jammin X. I'll see y'all later.